guess which company I work for? And I was like, really? You work with New World? He was like, yep. I said, that's pretty cool. He says, I fulfill a couple of roles, but I mainly focus on graphics programming, eye candy features, stuff like the dismemberment. So, because the dismembers have been introduced.
Oh.
But I'm really enjoying David. I said, I haven't tried the dismemberment out yet. I said, it only launched yesterday. He said, it currently only works on American models and on the in-testing servers. The other models aren't set up for it yet, but it's in the hands of the artists. I programmed it in such a way that I don't have to help with each model, so you can technically have dismemberment mods as well. I said, yeah, I'm glad you
Cannot be
guys made it,
allowed to
David.
live
He said,
this
tired of the modern
place.
stuff. Can't be this solid
Give
silver stuff from World
me
War II.
everything.
He said, yeah, it's a cool project because of it. We can work on some new
I'm
features like the
willing to
soldier
take
movie
full
building strength as well.
responsibility for the
There's of course
horrible
Sandstorm
events
is the
of the
next big
last
thing to
24
theorize in the
hours,
next
but
game.
you
I said,
must
yeah, and you're
understand
using
our
UE4.
interest in their
I'm just waiting for you
world
guys to
was
release some actual
purely
in-game
for the
screenshots of the
betterment
video.
of
He says,
mankind.
haha, I don't know exactly what the roadmap
Everything
is, but I
has
expect us to
clearly
get more
gone out
content
of
to the
hand,
public next year.
Guardian,
Right now the focus is still mainly
but
on
it
Dave
was
Infinite.
worth the risk.
And then I said, I gotta go,
I
like,
assure
get
you.
some food and back to on the break. He said, cool, I might get content break today. Just checking if my hard drives will live. I don't have a lot of space left right now. So, that's pretty cool. Seems like a nice guy. He's Dutch. His profile. His profile says, his name is Christian Bakker from the Netherlands. He's a 3D artist, animator, composer, programmer, and game designer. And this is my Steam profile, not a recent resume. Oh, he worked. Really? He was one of the composers for the Stanley Parable. That's kind of cool.
Composers.
Yeah, he's a composer. He makes music also as well.
Can you go onto my YouTube profile and see if you can see my stream?
Yep. Wait, it's not a stream. It's a video.
There should be a live stream though.
It streams live 50 minutes ago.
There should be a new
No,
one.
there is a live one now. There is. They're all called desktop.
Yeah.
Keep creating videos called desktop.
It's because Doom doesn't support Shadow Play, so I have to stream the desktop. Id Software Games never did. Well, id Engine stuff.
Why are you playing Doom anyway? New content?
I was listening to the music tracks. I was like,
Oh.
it's really
I have
annoying.
to say, I'm really blown away by the quality of the TV show in Quantum Break. Like, it actually looks like a proper TV show.
Well, it was meant to be a proper TV show.
No, I know, but you know the way, like, you know, when you have cutscenes in games these days, they're usually cheesy and like, bad acting, corny statements, and all that kind of stuff. This was actually like good. Like, it's really well directed, well
Yeah, well,
edited.
again, it wasn't a video game. It was meant to be a TV show. It would have to be. They probably got like people who make TV shows to do it.
I'm really surprised as well when he wrote that book. Tom Lake, who wrote about Quantum Break, saying that when they tested Quantum Break with publishers, they, you know, obviously they were very interested because they said, this looks good, we'd like to see you pursue this. And then he went back to the drawing board and there's a question, okay, let's see where we can tie this, how we can tie this into Alan Wake. And he said, well, this could be sort of the connection to Alan Wake 3. That you have this company.
Alan Wake 3?
Yeah, he writes this. He says this could be like the company Monarch who are investigating.
So he's already got Alan Wake 2.
Yeah, exactly. He already knows what he wants to do. It's clear, you know. And it sounds like he was saying, right, we have the company Monarch actually investigating this phenomenon that's going on with Alan and Alan Wake and what he experienced in Bright Falls. And that's what the tie-in was with Monarch. That was how he was going to tie it together. And then as he said, as he's writing, he said, but as I was thinking more and more about it, I was thinking, no, there's a lot of substance here, maybe I can make this a separate IP. And then he starts developing it as a separate IP. But it's really, like, he's really blunt, he's really honest in it. He talks about how, like, oh, well, when, you know, the Quantum Break prototype was being, you know, shown to publishers, you know, we were kind of hiatus, we were, you know, wait to see what the next game's going to be, who's going to buy it, in terms of who's going to fund us to make our next game. So in the meantime, we just decided to start making Alan Wake 2. They were working on Alan Wake 2, and then he said, you know, these contract negotiations are really complex, even though, like, personally I find it pretty simple, they just get the job done, and they can be dragged out, and they can be quite frustrating. Like, he's writing this novel first person, and like, his experience is really fascinating. And he said, well, that's when we came up with Alan Wake's American Nightmare.
Ah,
Um, we were making Alan Wake 2, and then a publisher paid us to make the Quantum Break prototype more advanced, so actually to go a little further with it. So we had to stop Alan Wake 2, go make the Quantum Break prototype in full, then demo it, and then they approved it. So that basically effectively stopped us making Alan Wake 2, because we got publishers who wanted us to make Alan Wake 2, but they weren't willing to pay as much money as we would need to actually make the product we wanted to make.
yeah.
So it's a fascinating insight, and it goes into sort of Max Payne as well, and his creation, what like his work with Max Payne and how they got to Max Payne 2. I have books that I read now, and I can read it currently, but it's really fascinating. Because I thought it was just usual artistic garbage, blah blah blah. He's actually got a personal account as game development from his perspective, and it seems to be sort of all warts and all. It's not just oh, we are an amazing company, Microsoft, we love them, etc., etc. It's the shit end of things as well.
Because I'd say, like, I don't think this has been a very successful game for them.
Quantum Break.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the reason why it was brought to Steam.
Yeah.
Personally, I think what happened was, don't forget, Quantum Break has been in development since Alan Wake was released. So, I mean, the story he was writing the story back in 2011. Now, 2011, when the new consoles launched, what, 2014? So, and when Xbox was released, it was all what? TV,
Yeah.
Halo TV and all this kind of TV stuff. So my guess is that, they were already working on this TV aspect of Quantum Break, and it was going to emerge between gameplay and TV, and Microsoft like, oh, that's perfect, that's what the console's going to be, it's going to be all the TV and stuff. So, here's all this money, go make the game. And then, of course, they announced and people hate it. They hate it because it has the DRM thing, it doesn't, you have to be always online, and it doesn't support always a playback or something of certain games. All these different, and then the whole TV aspect as well. It really, sank as a product when it was first launched. Everybody was like, PlayStation 4 is going to win, PlayStation 4 is going to win. So my guess is at that point, that Remedy went to Microsoft and said, look, what are we doing here? You've basically advertised a product now that's not going to sell. And then, of course, you have Microsoft, rolling it back. They get rid of the DRM thing. They allow people to swap games. They remove the whole always online thing. And then, at that moment, the Quantum Break is announced it will be delayed by a year. So there's a huge shift there. I mean, that's what it looks like. Something happens behind the scenes where the direction Quantum Break was going in had to be changed. Now, does that mean that they added more TV to it, or they removed the TV from it, or they put back on TV, or whatever it was, or maybe it was just a multiplayer game, and they changed it to just single player only? I don't know. Whatever the reason was, they changed it, and it took an extra year for them to make it. So my guess is in that extra year, the renegotiation was done. Or when the year was announced, they had announced, they decided, oh look, you guys fucked up the Xbox One. If nobody buys our console, nobody's going to buy our game. Look bad for us as a company, we don't have money, a large part of our profits, or a large part of the contract is profit from this game so that we can stay alive and pay people to work. And that's going to change it as we come into the launch. So my guess is, Microsoft said, look, fine, and we'll renegotiate. We still make it exclusive, but if sales don't hit a certain number, obviously Microsoft approached it with the idea that, no, we have confidence in our product. Our product's going to sell millions and millions and millions of units, and we're fine. But if that doesn't, how about we let you release your game on other platforms after 6 months or after a year? And I'd say that's what happened. And then as I was talking about the stream, I think
Probably just as long as it's not fucking PS4.
Yeah, well, exactly. I don't think it'll be PS4 ever. I think the PC was definitely acceptable to Microsoft, because obviously it wasn't that. But my guess is that I think what happened was when Alan Wake didn't release on PC until I think a year after it was released on console, maybe even 2 years, I think 2 years. So there was a long gap between Alan Wake Xbox and Alan Wake PC. And when it launched on PC, it was a beautiful collector's box. Really, beautiful product, fantastic. But it probably didn't sell as well as possible because the hype and momentum went down with it. The game's been out for 2 years. People have probably played on Xbox by now. Less likely to pick up a PC. And I'm guessing that when it came to Quantum Break and the eventual release on PC, they said, look, if we leave a long gap between release on console, because people aren't going to buy it anyway. there's it'll be all over. People have already paid it by then, so we can shorten the gap. So that's why it was out within 6 months. It comes to PC, and the problem with that is EHQ Nordic didn't get enough time to actually optimize it as well as they could have. Now it plays a lot better than the Windows 10 version. That much is clear. But if they'd been given another 6 months, who knows what we could have had. But I think what Remedy were concerned about. Look, it's the year of Quantum Break. It came out this year. It needs to come out on PC also this year, so that we can actually make some sales off it. And do you know how much it costs on Steam, Simon?
How much?
This is a game now that has been released on Xbox already only 6 months ago, right? $36.99.
Are you serious? That's
That
pretty
is a
good.
really, yeah, exactly. That's a great price for a new game, you know. And that's why I think it'll probably do well. I mean, they brought the price down a bit, but I think they'll make some good money on it. It's still the top seller on Steam, so I really do hope that they make a lot of money.
Ah. Okay, I'm bored of Doom now.
Or two now.
It's the problem with playing it on the Super